think that entrepreneurship is all about the business.
That's not true. Absolutely not true. Once you know yourself, who you are, what do you want, what you already know within yourself, you will definitely be successful. That I guarantee you.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Personal Development for Entrepreneurs. I'm here with my mentor and good friend, Dr. Venga. And today we're going to be talking about an interesting topic as usual. And this topic is about organization. So it's titled From Chaos to Clarity, Organizing Your Life for Success. Good evening, Dr. Venga. I'm quite excited to hear what you have to say about this today.
Good evening, Ikram. Well, you know, Ikram, I am, as I'm approaching my 86 years of life, right? I was actually, when I was reflecting on my own self, no? Have I ever been through any phase in my life where everything was cool and calm, no? No such thing, no? Throughout my life. I think from the day I was born until now, no? Even now for that matter. It, there's never been an occasion when everything is perfectly according to what I want. Even today, it's not the case.
Right.
So does everyone go through this? The answer is yes.
Mhm.
Every single human, male or female, doesn't matter, go through this
Go through
chaos.
chaos, right?
They
Chaotic.
have to go through chaos. Because why? We are human. I give you one quick little thing. I was born before the war. Okay? I've been through a Second World War, and I've seen all the other wars that took place in the up to now, including Ukraine war and what else is going to come. Okay? Tell me this. In all of this period that we are going through this war, has the road system in the world road system, infrastructure, living standard, food, everything has become better. Yes or not?
Yes, it has.
It has. I mean, but where in the world do people have two freezer in the house and two fridge in the house? We have good improvement. Now we have, everything has been done to have a good life. Can we deny that?
No, we can't.
We can't, isn't it? We have better car, better lifestyle. We can, even at 4 o'clock in the morning, we can go there somewhere, eat some food or something like that. It's fantastic, isn't it? And I mean, wherever you go in the world, whether it is Kuala Lumpur, or whether it is Singapore or the Philippines or anywhere in the United States,
Right.
Korea, Japan, Europe, everybody has got a better life, right?
That's true.
How come we as human have this chaos? Why are we so chaotic? And where is it coming from? It's within your mind, isn't it? It is in the mind. It's not outside, it's inside you. But we have not found a tool to make this better. We made everything better except this one. That's why, that's one of the, now I really thought to myself, hey, what is it? Why can I control? Well, how can I manage all of this? Knowing what I've been through in life, Ikram, you know my life better than anybody else, and yet able to be sane and able to get things through. What is it? And I always put it down to one thing, Lan. I learned how to manage my mind, myself, from a very early age in life, no?
Mm.
So how did I manage that, no? How did I had four things which is very crucial to managing your mind, managing yourself, managing time, everything, time, what you got to do, all that. Four very different things. I always had a mental clarity. That means my thoughts are not scattered. I do not struggle with decision making.
Mhm.
Mental clarity. I know what I want to do. I know I have to do it. Right or wrong, I don't know. I just do it.
Right.
So I don't have scattered thought all around, around, and I trained myself. Yeah, make two options, make a decision, do it. Consequence, deal with it. That's the number one. So mental clarity.
Mhm.
Second, no matter what went through my life, I always control my emotion. I always balance it. Do certain emotion of relationship feels overwhelming? Yes. Whether it is a spouse or people that work with you, whatever that is. Emotional balance is very, very important.
Right.
The third thing is daily structure. That's how I develop the V planner, the daily structure. What do I do routinely? Uh, can can I can I have a way of doing things, or does my day feel unpredictable? I never had a single day that is unpredictable in my 86 years of life. It's always predictable. That things may change,
Mhm.
whether I work for somebody or myself. Yeah, changes takes place. I still so daily structure, and finally I always told myself that if I do not know about what I want in life, say 5, 10 years ahead of me, then I do not know what I want at all. So I have a life purpose and I have goals. So
Mm.
four things, huh? Mental clarity, emotional balance, daily structure, and life purpose and goal. Clear cut goals. Now, goals does not only mean money and house and all that. It's also about me. And all of this was combined together that made me who I am and what I do. This to me was the key. So I also put all this together and all the, hey, where is the clutter? Is it at home or is it the workplace?
Right.
It's in both places, home and workplace. There will be clutter, but never will I ever deviate from letting this clutter go through more than a day. I will sort it out within the day. Within 24 hours, I sort it out. I'll accept what I cannot change. I accept what I cannot change, but change what I can, and the
That's
wisdom to
important.
know which to do,
Yeah, yeah. That's a very important distinction. Change what you can and accept what you can't.
and the wisdom to make the difference. And you know what? Ikram, you never know until you do it, and then you realize, is it right or is it wrong? No human, the 8.5 billion human can tell me that, oh, they can predict anything. They are just, you know, like human, they're very good storytellers, no? But you know, and I know that you never know until you do it. Then you know, okay, and then make the changes. I am always willing to accept changes that take place. for which again, if I don't have the mental clarity or the emotional balance or the daily structure of what I got accomplished and the life purpose and goals, then I will never be able to manage it. So in order to do that, Ikram, in order to do that, I develop a systematic way of trying to manage it. And each of them I will explain in a little while. But there are 7 things, Lana. Number one, I understood what is the chaos. So I say, understand your chaos. What is that chaos? Home, work, what is it? Number two, I always sit down to declutter it, bring it down to simplicity, which I can understand. If I don't understand, that means it doesn't exist. Period. I cannot think about what other people are thinking or in their mind. I can't. So I deal with simple things. I will bring it down. Is it because of that? Is it because of that? I'll bring it down. Declutter it, make it simple.
Mhm.
I always will set a very clear priorities of what I have to do and must do, regardless of the situation. I always
Right.
do that. Okay. I also create routine and systems. Everything that I do, there is a routine, there is a system that I go through that regularly and daily. My table is never cluttered. You've been to my house, right?
Yes.
Everything is in place. I cannot accept chaos. I can't.
Do you ever, just out of curiosity, Finga, do you ever have periods where it is cluttered? Because I do try to do the same, but occasionally it gets overwhelming with lots of things to do, and then clutter happens.
Well, I do that. If there is any clutter, I will sort it out before I go to bed. Whether it is a lots of things, I must settle it. That's why I start unwinding myself from 7 in the evening and make sure I get it all sorted out. And things that cannot be sorted out, I'll make a note of it and I'll tell myself I'll deal with it. I will deal with this issue tomorrow.
Hmm.
That's a kind of instruction I give myself. You see,
Right.
now, routine system. No matter what the situation is, there must be some form. And all that goes up to the fifth one, which is how do you manage what is going in your head? Because this human body that we have, Ikram, no AI is better than this human. Yes or not?
Correct.
Uh,
That's right.
Look at this human body that has safeguarded itself even during the COVID pandemic. It
Hmm.
went against whatever the Americans wanted to do. We have come out of this pandemic created artificially by the Americans. This is no more a guesswork. This been published already, okay? This human body is able to recognize it.
Hmm.
And you are looking at someone who has been through all the problem with the vaccine and all that, and
Right.
yet did not have even one single episode of COVID in me.
Mm. That's true.
Well, they talk about the T cell and all that. I don't want to go into that, but that means whatever they wanted to do to kill me or whatever, my body is able to come out of it. So that means what? My mind, I can manage my mindset. Whatever mindset I have, I will declassify that. Take it out, look at it. Why is my mindset? Well, why do I think like that? Why?
Mm.
The
Mm.
I must declutter the mindset. And number 6, I always took accountability of whatever I do. I become responsible and accountable. This is a discipline that I have. I took the accountability and the responsibility, and I have the discipline to accept it. It is I, and I will solve it. I've never ever implicated that to anybody except I am responsible for this. I am given the responsibility, the accountability. I will take it, and I discipline that myself.
Mm.
And finally, Ikram, finally, I know I must continuously improve myself.
Right.
I embrace continuous improvement. These are the 7 things, Lana. Understand what is my chaos. I always, number 2, declutter and simplify things. Thirdly, I set clear priorities for the day, for the week, like that. Number 4, I always create a routine and system that take me through. I manage my mindset because a lot of my data consists of things which I've done in the memory. My memory is not accurate. I never trust my memory.
Mm-hmm.
As the Western concept is, your left brain is supposed to be your, more or less, your guide. I took it the other way around. No, it is collected data. None of what it is telling me is accurate.
Right.
I always clarify that. So I very seldom rely on my left brain. It's usually my intelligence that is always telling me do this or do that or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Very important. Okay. Now, well, otherwise you go about with something that you don't even know whether it's right or wrong. You don't even know whether or not is that the right thing to do. You don't know because our data are not accurate. That's why, Ikram, I'm not so sure the AI will be that accurate or not.
Well, as it stands, it's not. I use Chat GPT, for example, a lot, and I find it's quite good when it comes to reasoning, but it also has something. I think it's a phenomenon that has been called hallucinations. It can give you, you know, data that is inaccurate, sometimes references to websites, and then you go to the website and you find that particular
So
data.
what does that indicate? We have collected human data and put it into the chat GPT or the AI, right or not?
Mm.
Human experience. But you'll never be able to have the free will to think this is right, this is wrong. Will an AI have that free will?
At the moment, there's a lot of debate about this.
Well, it's like this, lad. No one can explain creation, right? Yet babies are born every day. How? Okay, so let me not go into that area. Lana. All we can say is we can blame it on something called God and all the rest of it, but leave that aside. Lana. Creation is unique. Lana.
Mhm.
Okay, we don't understand it, but we don't even accept the fact that we create ourselves. After all, you and I came from 2 cells, right?
Right.
We created ourselves, right? So this is important. So data that you get may not be reliable. So yeah, I'm glad that you're mentioning it because even though you get it, you must ask, check, hey, is it true or not? Is it not true or not? The
Yeah.
6th thing is accountability. I believe this very much in this order, Lana, that accountability is you become responsible for it. And you must have the discipline. You can blame, oh, I pay tax, I don't give. all kinds of blame you can have, but you must be accountable for that. And you must continuously embrace that you need to improve. Every day you must improve and you must measure it. Is that difficult?
No, it's not. But I just want to get a bit of clarity on these seven things, Venga. When you say understand your chaos, how do you understand your chaos? Do you have a method for it? Or do you just have to loosely start giving thought towards?
Actually, Ikram, I have the method. My method is everything that I think about, I write down. Everything from the little detail, I will write it down. That's a first principle when I put it together for the B planner. Write it down. Write everything down, whether it's family, children, whatever. Write down. What by writing it down, you already have the ability to understand it better. Number two, I always will set a very clear goals. Remember, very very clear of this. Okay, this is enough. What do I want to get out of it? Okay, get it done. And finally, the third thing is I review every action I take to improve it. Right? Goal review. That's a simple formula. I remember once when I met a very well known yogi, he told me, he said, I mean, he lied, of course. He might have made me feel good. No? He said, I have been searching for this, he said, all my life. And you put it in a very simple thing, right? Goal review. Wow. He said, I've learned something. I said, Guru, please, you know it. Said, no, no, no. It's magic.
It is
But
actually, it's very simple but powerful, very powerful method.
also, Lada, Ikram, understand this very much. La. Life is always like that because you cannot predict what's going to happen tomorrow.
Mm,
Okay? You feel overwhelmed when given more responsibility. Like now, okay? You are given more responsibility, you become overwhelmed and it piles up. And then you have deadlines. And then, uh, and then you don't know what to do. The key word is you must do things intentionally. That means you need to take a decision and do, from whatever you know, take action.
mm,
Is that easy?
no.
Two things you need: physical and mental. Because these are the two things that'll kill you. You don't sleep enough, you are a problem. So I normally have that 6 to 7 hours of sleep daily, no matter what the problem is. I can go to sleep. I will sleep well.
I
Number
think
two,
that's another one topic that we should talk about soon, Dr. Venga. Sleep. It's something very not many people get a good night's sleep.
yes. The problem they're having is because they don't have enough sleep, Ikram. They don't understand that.
Mm,
Sleep is the number one cure. If you don't sleep enough, you are endangering your life. Okay?
mm,
This is important, very important. There are enough data in the world today to tell you he who does not have a good night's sleep, and that's important. What time you sleep, what time you get up. You must go to bed by 10 o'clock. And you can wake up at 5 o'clock. No issue. This must be observed. And I
Correct.
always observe that, except on occasions. Now, then, also remember this, Ikram. Success is not a matter of luck.
Mm,
Correct or not?
correct.
It is a result of being organized, disciplined, and intentionally doing things that you want to do. See? Organized, disciplined, intentional. You must do it intentionally. Okay? Now, taking deliberate steps to structure your life. Is that important?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
Why?
is.
Because there are so much of changes that are taking place. You can't absorb everything. Like today, at the finger of tip of you and one Google, one iPhone, you can get a lot of things. Correct or not?
Correct.
But can you make use of all of that?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. So, decision, intentional. You must have that discipline and intention. I will do this, I'll do that. So that you are not at chaos. Your mind is not at chaos. Intentionally take the decision. So, what are you doing? You are managing whatever your thoughts. And no, no, this I won't do. I will do this. You think it'll come out of the head and take a hammer and hit you? No, lah. It's your distortion that's happening within your own self.
Mm,
So you got to manage that mind. When I go to bed, I never ever remember any of my dreams, except those dreams that are coming up very early in the morning. And I know those were the thinking, those were the things I was thinking about during the day. It forms a kind of a dream. So two things. Yes, success is not luck. Taking deliberate steps in whatever you do is a must. And the third one, which is also important, okay, which is I must know my top priorities in life. I must know. I know. Every single individual must have that priority. At least three. Okay. Now, whatever I do, activities I do, is it fulfilling or not? Like I'm doing this podcast with you, Ikram. Tell me, am I satisfied? Yes. I'm it's not it I don't get any money out of this. You don't get any money out of that. I do it because I want to do it. Who watches it, who doesn't watch it, doesn't matter. Do I promote it? No. I do it because that is good. Somehow or other it'll help one or two individuals. That's good enough.
mm,
Correct or not?
yep.
Okay? So priorities, okay? And whatever I do must be fulfilling. I mean, I must feel happy.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I know where I want to be or what I want to do 5 to 10 years ahead. Right now, I'm 86. There's no more 5 and 10 years. No? It's only a tomorrow. No? But I used to have that. But if I'm alive in the next 5 years, I'll continue to do this. If I'm alive. Otherwise, it's okay.
Your V planner actually encourages that the
Yes,
5 year planning window.
that's correct. It does. It does. But it requires you to sit down and do it.
Mm. And
Okay?
it's interesting because the other day I was just listening to um, uh, a, a I think it was a news report or a podcast report, where they're saying that the greatest minds all the most successful people in business, I think they're talking about Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, these guys, they all think in terms of decades, 5 years, 10 years,
Yes.
um, no, not short term.
Cannot. You you are hearing from a life. This always been my life.
Mhm.
You see, the principle, a right goal review, should be used for everything. Now, if you have what is your course? You want to understand it? You got to write it down. Correct or not?
Correct.
You got to journal it down. Correct or not, Ikram?
Yep.
If you
Absolutely.
don't journal it, then it's just hanging around here. It's going round and round and round, and it'll become worse. Because what? This is the nature of this human. Because it has a free will. It's not like an animal, no? Kill, eat, okay, reproduce and sleep. That's all. Simple life. Correct or not? A
Correct.
tree grow, bear fruits, and keep on growing. The fruits will become more and more. You reproduce. Done. Simple, right? Okay. A worm, same thing. Eat, good, good worm. Good. Human. Okay. No food, problem. Once stomach is full, millions of other problem. Where? Here in the head. Isn't it, Ikram?
Right.
And is it made by outside? No, no, no. It's you that's making it.
Mm.
Correct?
Yep.
So that's why you need to declutter. I mean, get it down and make it simple. So I give you one quick example about workspace. Your physical space must be clean at home or at workplace. Must be clean.
Mm.
The workplace, nah? You must remove unnecessary clutters out of it. What you need, you work with. That's all. Not having 25 files, not like the old office during the Second World War, no? The white fella with the trousers, I think he doesn't want to show his stomach, so he put all the file. You know? Yes, you don't need that.
Even a lot
Okay?
of legal officers are like that.
Yes, correct. 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 So my point is, why you do this? Uh, we are already 2025, and you are behaving 100 years ago, people behave like that. Everything has changed, but this one has not changed. Of course, it has changed. You don't know how to handle it. There's nothing wrong with this. You inside, you must learn to manage it. That's why they say the mental space reflects your outer space. If the outside is not organized, inside also not organized.
Yeah.
Correct or not?
Yes.
When you say emotional space, okay, you are creating it. Grudges, why this government like that, what is happening in America, why Trump, all these are grudges. You don't even know what the hell is happening. But you form conclusion, oh, China is bad, India is worse. All sorts of stupid things. Mental space is filled with all this garbage that are coming out of newspaper. I do not read newspaper. Ever since I left Singapore, I stopped reading newspaper because I saw with my own eyes how there is no such thing as free press. When they closed down Singapore Tiger Standard. That's one of the reasons why I left Singapore. Not because I worked there. You know why? They have the power. So I don't read newspaper. Full stop, period. I don't. Because I do not believe even 10% of what is said in the newspaper to be accurate.
Mm.
Do I believe in podcasts and all? No. But I listen. Yes, I do. But I have a clear line. I must be clear.
Right, right.
Okay?
Venga, we're coming to the end of our session. We've got just a few more minutes. Would you like to wrap up this episode and finish off with the you know uh, just tie everything you said together so that the audience can um, make clarity out of the chaos that they are going through.
Okay. What I have said uh, from the beginning till now is that you need this simple tool, right? Goal review. Now, I have explained what is writing, what is daily goals, and I've explained the review part, the three things, for which the V planner is already there in the sense that it's got a review sheet, it's got the daily schedule sheet, all that is there. The system I use to declutter my mind. So in the beginning, I said, no, we need mental clarity, right?
Yep.
If you need mental clarity, you must be able to write down what your thoughts are,
Mm,
which which only you can find a solution. It
mm,
cannot be bought. It cannot be go to a school and learn. It cannot. Number one. Number two is we are emotional on everything. You need to balance it. Also, only you can do the balancing. Unless you are clear of what you understand, then you know how to balance it. If you're not clear, you absorb every garbage that people tell you, and you get emotional about it. Okay?
right.
To me, my daily schedule is the key to a human success. If you know what you want to do and you do it, you will always be successful. And finally, life has a purpose. You must define that purpose by setting goals, not by house and car and all that, about your own self. You begin to clarify, hey, why are you alive? What is it that you want in life? That's why you need to go 5 to 10 years. The vehicle, the reward you get in terms of money and all the rest of it is because of what you want to do. Anything that you make in this world, Ikram, anything from a car to a safety pin, no? Is it to help a human being?
Yes.
It is a yes, right? So
Yes.
everything we do to help human, you're not going to kill a human. But if your thought is not clear, you are killing human. As an example, we eat a lot of food which are preserved, and we don't even know that preserved food is the reason why unhealthiness have set throughout the world. People get sick because of unhealthy food, processed food. Number one. Yes or not?
Correct.
So if you make or sell or do something, it must not be harmful.
Mm,
So again, Lana, again, Ikrama, as an individual, you have to learn to manage your thoughts. This is the key. The key is here. Because outside of this, it's doing things on its own. If the body knows how to prevent COVID, is it clever or not?
yes.
Give it some credit, lah. Correct now. Our immune system, there's so many things happening. Ikra, it might surprise you that they have a cure for cancer. They have. They can prevent cancer. They have. But they can't make billions.
Yeah, it's all profit driven.
It's all profit driven. That's right. Okay. In this profit driven world, you have to be a saint. You have to become a saint, and manage your thinking is the key.
Right. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Dr. Venga. That was a very insightful session. To all our audiences out there who are listening, if you have any questions, you can post them on the comment section below. Dr. Venga always responds to them personally. In the meantime, we hope that you've enjoyed this session, and we've got our next one coming up, which will be on in May, the first Wednesday. I didn't jot down the date just now. Let me just quickly check and clarify the date.
May the 7th.
It's May the 7th. Yes, as always, first Wednesday at 8 p.m. Thank you very much for watching. Selamat Hari Raya.
That's right. Selamat Hari Raya to everybody.
Good night, Dr. Venga.
Good night.